And now to this evening's event. Whether or not you were in Cannes a few weeks ago, having the rosé here helps create the atmosphere a little. Tonight we'll hear from our experts who will tell us what's new, what's next in the world of marketing, what's great, and what's truly innovative in 2017. Please join me in welcoming John Miller and Michael Kassan, along with Wendy Clark, CEO of DDB North America, who was recently named Ad Age 2017 Executive of the Year, and Shelley Zalis, CEO of the Female Quotient and founder of the Girls Lounge. John, I'll turn it over to you.
Wait a minute. Before we do this, John, in the spirit of bringing Cannes to the Paley, could we actually bring Cannes to the Paley in the right way? Thank you.
So
it's just part of the
it's still coming out of my
je ne sais quoi.
So while they're pouring, I'll just say that the earliest I've actually been served rosé in a business meeting in Cannes was 10:30 a.m. Anybody?
I see you when I raise you to 9:30.
There you go. The reason we're doing this at the Paley Center is I think Cannes has come along with CES now as sort of the great convening conventions, right? Everybody is kind of there from all kinds of industries. Way back when Michael founded it, it was really designed to be a festival of creativity. We're going to talk about that. And it was really for the agency world, pretty insular, I think is fair to say. And Michael, when it's your turn to talk, if you disagree, you can say it. And I think first came the agencies, then came the marketers, the clients came with them, then came, I don't know, the tech companies started coming, and then the startups started coming after the tech companies. Now the entertainment folks are going, and finally now the consultants, which is a really interesting part of what's going on in the marketing services business. Now you have Accenture and IBM and so on, and they're all there in force. So it's kind of become everybody. I refer to it as CES by the Sea. It's much nicer to me than Vegas. And I think one of the issues that we'll actually talk about a little bit seriously is what gets done there, right, with all this.
If you look across the 16 categories at the Grand Prix, which is considered the best of the best, the Grand Prix in glass was also the Grand Prix in 3 other categories, which was the Fearless Girl execution by State Street Global Advisors, which is that bronze statue down on Wall Street that I think we're all familiar with. Well over 3 billion impressions created in just 2 weeks after launch for that. And you may say, okay, well, that's great, a whole lot of buzz. But I think what we saw as a jury and what so many other juries also saw in Fearless Girl is a little bit like lightning in a bottle. I think if any of us as agency leaders could create something like that, we would every week. It's very difficult. I think even McCann, who are the winning agency, would say it's very difficult. And what it tied together to us was, yes, this massive global conversation that transcended Wall Street, transcended New York, transcended the US. I mean, a global conversation. The symbolism between the little girl and the bull transcended language, and it transcended culture, right? Anyone from any culture, any language could understand the meaning of what was going on there.
To go back to the center of what Cannes was about, it was about creativity. Mm-hmm. And this is creativity manifesting itself in a different way, obviously to your point, led by issues that have nothing to do with the best story or the best color choices or the best art direction. It had to do with a message.
We don't point fingers at those not doing a good job. We do celebrate those that are, so that we can, put a new threshold up there. And there's real measurement, so you can see change longitudinally over time. There's accountability for diversity in the workplace. We do have to have a credo that we all follow of things that we, a zero tolerance for X, Y, and Z, and not just doing sexual harassment training where you go and you sign a piece of paper that you showed up, but safety and security conversations. Really open them up and not be afraid to have those conversations.